What's going on, guys? Tiebreak here, back with another Warframe video, and today we're going to be looking at my Rhino build. So I've gotten a couple of requests to do a Rhino build and to show what I use on my Rhino, and across most of my Warframes, I do kind of just a standard build. I don't really have like really focused mods for certain abilities. Only certain Warframes do I do that, but Rhino is pretty much my go-to Warframe for pretty much everything. As soon as I got him, I pretty much used him for everything. Rhino is amazing for running nightmare missions because if you get a no shield mode with Rhino, you can actually use his Iron Skin, and my favorite thing about Iron Skin is there's no knockdown, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if you're speed running through missions and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about anything knocking you down, those stupid rollers or anything like that. You can just pretty much go through that, and yeah, it's pretty good. The only ability that I don't use that much is my Rhino Charge. Iron Skin, Roar, and Stomp I use all the time. Iron Skin is my favorite by far. Roar is really good for when you're running with a group because you can pretty much buff everybody's damage in the whole group, and that's pretty good for quite a while. And Stomp is also amazing for just, you know, if you're in a tight situation, you can stomp, get all the enemies around you floating in the air. You can either take them out or you can just get a little bit of breather. I use Stomp a lot when I'm reviving people, you know. If I'm running like a really high level survival mission and somebody goes down, I can run over there maybe with another person, stomp, get everybody in our, you know, immediate area into the air, and they'll be floating there for quite a while, and we can revive the person safely without worrying about, you know, getting downed ourselves. So that's really, really useful. So without further ado, let's get into the build. Let's see. Starting off with the Aura mod, this depends on which mission I'm doing. I'll either run an energy siphon or like usually a steel charge. So it really depends on what I'm running. Aura mods I change out regularly. It really depends on what I'm trying to do with that. So for this build, it's more of an all-around build. I run, yeah, like vitality and redirection, not super high. I usually run more of a redirection for shield capacity than health, because I like to have something recharging rather than having to pick up health orbs. Steel fiber, I don't have it maxed out that much. I don't have any Forma on this build. I don't really think I've Forma'd any of my Warframes because they work pretty much pretty well right out of the box, right when you get them. So yeah, I threw on steel fiber because that does help with Iron Skin. Iron Skin scales with armor, and you can also get it to buff a little bit better if you take damage during your invulnerability. So yeah, steel fiber, it works pretty well. This is pretty much a tank Warframe, so having armor, health, and shield is pretty much what you want in this. Intensify for power strength, just so you can get a little bit more out of Roar. Or not Roar, a little bit more out of Stomp as well as your Iron Skin. Streamline just to pull down the efficiency, you know, so you don't spend too much on Iron Skin and stuff like that. With this build and with running Rhino, I find that I don't use my abilities that much. Usually just put on Iron Skin in the very beginning, try and run through a mission, you know, if I just kind of re-upping Iron Skin just to make things a little bit faster. Flow, I pretty much put on every single Warframe just because, you know, having more power is better, so, you know, I just throw that on pretty much all of them. Continuity, power duration is also pretty good for Roar as well as Stomp. And Rush, see, this one is also one that you can change out for something else. Rush, I put it in there because Rhino is just slow. He's a fatty, and he's just slow, and it's kind of hard for him to get around, so I'll take anything I can get. So Rush or Mobilize, anything like that I usually put on. But yeah, that's my basic Rhino build. I think he looks pretty badass with this whole appearance thing and with this Syandana. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's spawn some enemies and see what we can do. Let's see. Let's actually get some of these guys in here. Let's just put a whole bunch of, yeah, let's just put a whole bunch of, like, enemies. I just want to show you, like, Stomp and stuff like that. I do not want level 75, so let's pull it down to, let's say 30. I'm just going to show you guys what it can do. So let's simulate that. I usually just put Iron Skin on just because you won't get any knockdown from anything. So I can just go over here and just, not taking any damage. It's pretty awesome. And there's a bunch of enemies around I can stomp, and as you can see, like even enemies all the way up there are affected by the stomps. So let's actually get into the meat of them right here. Let's see if I can stomp. Yeah, so the range on the stomp is pretty good, and you can see they've held up in the air for quite a while. And yeah, it actually works really well. I'm gonna show you a roar. I'm actually gonna bring out a really high level enemy. Let's actually take a corrupted heavy gunner Eximus. Let's throw one of those in there, and I'm gonna bump up the mastery rank, or the max level, to 75. And I'll show you guys just how well Rhino can handle this kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna do roar. So as you can see, there we go. Not doing much damage. I can actually do a stomp, and it will take a little bit. I'm using a Tigress, so it does a lot of damage, but still, look, I mean, you can't do anything while they're floating, so, this is actually a really, really good tank warframe. This is actually pretty much my favorite warframe. Maybe this one in Excalibur, but, Excalibur got those recent nerfs, so this one may have taken its spot back in first place. But yeah, it is really, really awesome to use Rhino. This is like my go-to for any mission or any alert mission that I don't know what I'm doing. I can take Rhino in there and just go to town. And Rhino you can get pretty much super early in the game. I think the second boss that you fight, you can actually get the Rhino parts from. So yeah, I would recommend just go ahead and doing that and getting Rhino, because it is an amazing warframe to use, even for end game or later game stuff. It can carry you pretty much through the whole star chart. So I would really, really recommend going and picking up Rhino.
Where this goes.
Best tank in my opinion. Chroma is okay, but I really think Iron Skin, with basically not being able to take damage and not having knockdown, is amazing. So I don't have the augments for it yet, but there is an augment that actually lets you take the rest of Iron Skin. So if maybe you had, like I have 34 Iron Skin, you want to get rid of that and you want to re-up it to have 100, you can actually cast it again. It'll take all that damage, and I think it'll amplify it by like 100 or 1,000, something like that, and send it out in a shockwave, damaging all the enemies around there, and then you can re-up it back to 100. So yeah, it's pretty good. I also really like Iron Skin because it's not time sensitive. You can cast it as soon as you spawn in, and it'll be good, and it goes down. It has its own health, so it basically just goes down as you get hit. So yeah, Rhino, pretty much my favorite tank. Could be my favorite warframe, but that is a little bit of a debate. So yeah, if you guys have your favorite Rhino build, post it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear that, love to try it out. If you guys want to see any other warframes, also post it in the comments below. I'll be sure, if I have that, I'll do it right away, and if not, I'll be sure to farm that warframe, try to get it out for you guys. So that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.